Good afternoon, everyone, and welcome to today's webinar on invoice payments, presented by Booking.com. In this session, we'll be diving into invoicing cycle, reporting procedures, and commissions payment methods. Should you have any questions for the team, we'll also be having a Q&A session at the end of this webinar to answer your questions. Let's begin with today's first topic, invoice cycle. These are the things that you should take note of on our monthly billing cycle. Your reservation statement is ready to be viewed on the first of the new month, so this allows you to have that final check before the commission invoice is issued. Be sure to report timely changes to your reservations, as this is key to obtaining an accurate commission invoice. This should be done by the 2nd. Commission invoices are calculated based on the guest's checkout date of the previous month. The commission invoice is then generated on the 3rd. Any additional invoices, such as those for incorrect reporting or complaint cost invoices, are issued between the 6th to the 10th. The due date of your commission invoice will be on the 16th, as Booking.com's payment term is 14 days, globally. If your property is on direct debit with us, the debit will run between the 17th to the 23rd of the month. Please note these important reminders in regards to your open invoices. Any discrepancy between the payment and invoice amount result in non-clearance of the invoice. Having multiple open invoices may trigger suspension risks for your property's listing. Please send in the payment remittance via the extranet inbox if you notice your invoices are not cleared after 3 to 5 days from the payment date. Let's now look into the reporting procedures. You may be wondering, why is this necessary, and why do I need to report these changes to Booking.com? Remember what we said earlier? The key to obtaining an accurate commission invoice is to ensure any changes to your reservations are reported in a timely manner. So, when and what do I report? If you receive a cancellation request by the guest, you will need to report this on or before the guest's check-in date. If there is a modification to a reservation, such as an early checkout or a revised room rate, then be sure to report this during the guest's stay at your property. And if the guest is a no-show, then be sure to mark the reservation as a no-show after the check-in date. Before we show you how to correctly report your reservations, let's take a look on how to navigate the Extranet Reservations tab to help ease your reporting with the tools available. In general, this is how the Reservations tab would look like. In this page, you can filter the reservations based on date of checkout, date of check-in, or even the date of booking. You can also get a more accurate search by determining the period of checkout. This will greatly help, especially when you cannot recall the reservation number, but you know the guest's checkout or booking date. To further filter out your reservations, you can also click on the More Filter button to search based on the reservation status, guest communication, or whether there is a pending credit card from the guest. This will help when you need to report your no-shows or cancellations quickly. Next, here's how you can report cancellations. When you receive a cancellation request, please be sure to respond to the notification within 12 hours or before the booking gets canceled. You will be given 2 options, to either offer the free cancellation or decline the request. If you decline the free cancellation request or do not respond to the request notification, Booking.com will charge you commission on the reservation. If you do choose to charge the cancellation fee, however, you are unable to charge the guest's credit card, please proceed to mark the credit card as invalid. All you have to do is go to the Reservations tab of your extranet and locate the guest's booking. Click on the booking number, which will then bring you to this page you see here. On the right side, you will see the option to mark the credit card as invalid. Simply click this button, select the appropriate reason, and this will immediately cancel out the commission charge. Now, if you do choose to waive off the cancellation fee, which means you do not charge the guest, then simply click on the Offer Free Cancellation button on the request notification. This will cancel out the commission charge on the reservation. Let's now look at how you can report modifications to reservations. If you receive a request from a guest who wishes to modify their reservation, simply log on to your extranet's Reservations tab and locate the guest's booking. Click on the booking number, which will then bring you to this page. On the right side of the page, you will see reservation actions. Click on the Change Reservation Dates and Prices button. The pop-up will then give you the option to input the new dates. Once you're sure the information is correct, simply click on the Change Dates button to confirm the selection. We now come to the reporting of no-show bookings. Similar to the reporting of cancellations, no-shows should be marked within 48 hours of the guest check-in date. You can do so by accessing the reservation details and marking no-show under reservation actions. You will then be prompted to choose whether to waive the no-show fee for the reservation. Should you select No and choose to charge the no-show fee, the fees will be incurred by the guest, and commission will be charged on the reservation. Should you select Yes and waive the no-show fee, the fees will be removed and commission will not be charged on the reservation. Finally, here's how you can mark invalid credit cards. For any reservations that you are not able to charge the credit card, it is important that you mark the credit card as invalid on the extranet so that our system is prompted to waive off the commission charge automatically. You can do this through the same reservation details under the payment section. Upon marking the credit card as invalid, the guest will be automatically notified of their invalid credit card and will be asked to update their credit card details within 24 hours. If the guest provides new credit card details within 24 hours, the property will be notified to charge the new credit card provided. Otherwise, if no new card details are provided, the property may then cancel the reservation after 24 hours with no commission charged. On top of sharing these tips with you, we would also like to emphasize the importance and benefits of doing regular checks and reporting. Postponing or delaying the reporting can significantly increase the chance of human error, as you may be more susceptible to entering incorrect information later on in the month. Timely reporting also helps to ensure that the commission charges are accurate to the reservations that were completed, and that reservations which are canceled have their commission voided. Additionally, regular reporting helps to reduce the administrative time during the month end to reconcile reservations as well as raising disputes to Booking.com, which will in turn increase the operational efficiency of the listing's arrears. And that covers the reporting procedures portion of our webinar. Let's now move on to the types of payment methods available for your invoices. In Australia, we have 3 payment options available for our partners: direct debit, online credit card payment, and bank transfer. Our preferred method of payment is direct debit, and we will share with you why shortly. First, to set up your direct debit, you can go to the Finance section and click on Finance Settings. Here, you will be able to add your account details to set up direct debit with us. Do ensure that the BSB number is up to date according to your bank. We believe direct debit is the most efficient method of payment, and here are its benefits. Direct debits are set up as recurring payments, making them an easy and convenient set and forget payment method. It is more convenient and provides you with a peace of mind, allowing more time for you to spend with treasured guests. Direct debit pulls payments directly into your property's account, reducing the risk of misallocated payments from online transfers. Additionally, from a security standpoint, direct debit is unrivaled when compared to other forms of payment, making it the safest payment method when tackling fraud transactions. Next, if you prefer to make online payments through the extranet, We have that option available for you. You can make credit card payments directly via the extranet invoice page. This payment method allows for payment of multiple invoices easily, and it is the fastest transaction method outside of direct debit. However, an important thing to note: before choosing online credit card payment, please check with your credit card company if there are any charges or fees incurred for online bill payments. Finally, we also provide a bank transfer payment method to our ANZ account. You can find our banking details in the financial overview page. Some things to note: please ensure that all payments are made to Booking.com's account and that the amount matches with that indicated on your invoice. Please remember to indicate your invoice number on your payment reference or description. Do note that payments take 2 to 3 days, excluding the weekends, to be received in Booking.com's account. If you find that your invoice is not cleared after 4 to 5 days, please reach out to our credit control team for support. You may find that your invoices contain a GST component. If you are not registered to make your own GST payments, Booking.com is required to collect the 10% GST from you and make this payment to the tax authority. You can amend the GST settings through the extranet finance settings page. To register your property, you will need to provide your ABN number as well as indicate your registration correctly. If you click Yes, this indicates that the property is registered for its own GST payment to the local authority. Hence, Booking.com will not include GST component in its invoices. If you click No, this means that you do not make your own tax payments, and Booking.com will need to collect GST from the property to pay to the local authority. And now for group account payments. The first way you can make a payment for your group account is to make a bulk payment with separate payment lines and invoice numbers as reference. This method is the most effective as it allocates payment directly using the invoice number provided and requires minimal human intervention. You may also choose to make a lump sum payment with your Booking.com legal entity ID. Please ensure that the breakdown of the payment is provided along with the remittance to ensure efficient allocation of payment. Please note that payments can't be allocated to invoices if the payment amount doesn't match with outstanding balance. Last but not least, here's how you can communicate with the Booking.com finance team. You can communicate with the team by raising your concerns through the extranet inbox tab. Just look for the envelope icon on the extranet and select Booking.com messages, then proceed to compose a new message. If you are messaging us regarding a payment advice, you can send in a breakdown in this format and include the information below. Your property ID, invoice number, and invoice amount are downloadable via the Finance tab in your group extranet. Not to worry, we will share this breakdown sheet with you after this webinar so you can start using it for your group payment breakdowns. Well, that's it for our webinar sharing. We hope you picked up some useful information and tips to facilitate your invoice payments and reservation reporting. We will now move to the Q&A section of the webinar. Our team will be addressing your questions live, so stay tuned to get your burning questions answered.